Hey guys, welcome to, hello, your favorite podcast girls, Bear It All,
The podcast.
with Jay.
And Che.
I kind of missed you.
I missed you.
I feel like it's been forever. It's probably been a week.
It really does feel like it's been forever.
I know.
And it's really
But I haven't annoying. talked to you.
I know. Well, we talk every day.
We text.
But we didn't
yeah,
see
but we
each
haven't.
other.
Yeah, and I
know.
haven't actually
And that's unusual.
heard your voice on the phone. You have such a sexy
I know.
voice.
This week has been so busy for both of us.
Yeah.
But we're here
And
today.
it's that time of the...
I know. I'm so happy I don't have that anymore.
Yeah, like seriously, when it's about to be that time, I am just like dead. I'm tired.
Yes. The energy level is definitely different.
Yeah.
Because she's usually on 100, 1,000. Today she's on like 4 or 5.
My stomach hurts. Literally, yeah.
But that's life, you guys.
I
That's
know.
life. But you got to keep pressing on. You got to
take the balls how they get thrown at you.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yes, we take all the balls, regardless. Yes. So our battle game today, guys, is called Finish Those Lyrics. So she picked 3 songs. I picked 3 songs. And I'm going to read, not sing, but I'm going to read part of the song and see if she can either guess the artist, the song, or the rest of the song. So we're, it doesn't have to be anything exact.
Flashing anybody. Jesus. Short skirt.
Thighs.
It's okay, because I'm in the gym. When? Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
I'm like, I'm in the gym today.
Definitely
and next thing you
not.
know, I'm like, I don't feel like going. All right.
Definitely takes a little bit of.
So we're going to do every other?
Yeah, we'll do
Okay.
every other.
One.
All right. So I'll start with this one.
I wonder if you're going to get this one.
I know. I keep feeling like you're like.
Only because
when
I'm off, you're going to get this one.
Well, I think because we think we're going to do these games and they never turn out exactly how we
Right.
anticipate they're going to turn out. But that's
Because
the fun of it.
I always win, usually.
Okay, she does win the majority,
Okay.
but I've definitely won a couple. Okay? All right? Okay. Give me a little bit of credit. All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
And I'm just going to read it. I'm not going to sing it. All right. So let me take you to a place nice and quiet. There ain't no one there to interrupt. Ain't gotta rush. I just want to take it.
Real slow. I know the song. Hold on, wait.
See, I've been waiting so long.
One.
We'll
two,
be
what
making
you
love
gonna do?
until the sun comes up. Baby, I just want to take it. You got one part right.
Wait, hold on. I gotta. I need you to sing it. Sing it.
That's the whole purpose that I was supposed to sing it. Let me take you to a place so nice and quiet. There ain't no one
Usher,
better
ayy,
interrupt.
Usher,
Ain't gotta rush.
Usher.
I just wanna
take it nice.
nice and slow.
slow.
Exactly. Who sings that?
Usher.
Yes.
That's my man.
Yes. I love Usher.
He just don't know it.
I would love to go see his show in Vegas.
Let's go.
Seriously.
Okay.
Because he's a great performer. I love all his songs.
Oh, he's
for
phenomenal.
sure. Yes. So okay, you get a point. My turn.
I didn't even give you that much.
It's fine. You don't have to. It's
Okay,
fine. If
all
I
right.
don't guess it, I don't guess it.
I didn't even give you that many. Like,
Well, I felt like I had to keep going because you were just.
no, I knew
You
it.
had part of it, but you didn't. I wanted you to get the whole
know
thing.
it.
I think I help her win. That's what it is. I 100% help her win all these games.
I don't know about that.
Right.
Okay. So, damn right. It's better than yours. I can teach you, but I have to charge.
Hold on. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they like, it's better than yours.
Okay.
Damn right, it's better than yours. It can teach you. But
Cut.
All right,
Okay.
sorry.
She gets out of hand.
My milkshake is a little out of hand. Anyway. All right, point and point. That was a good one. That was a classic. That's a classic. Okay, this one, this is also a classic. Let me see if Okay. It's a little okay.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to try to read one part of the verse and see if we can get to the chorus. All right. So I'm going to read it. Little Precious has a natural obsession for temptation.
Waterfalls.
But, oh, yes. Don't
go
chasing waterfalls. Yes. Okay.
Yep.
Good. You own it. You own it. All right. My turn. Go ahead.
All right, let's see. You better get this one. Damn, which one do I do? All right. For real, girl, it's me in your world. Believe me, not make a man feel better than a woman. Queen with a crown, let it be down for whatever.
Method Man, Mary J. Right?
there are a few things that's forever. My lady, we can make war, make babies. Back when I was young.
Nothing, you made a brother feel like he was something. Yes. No fronting. Yes, yes, yes. I love the classics. I love the classics.
I knew you were going to get that one because that's your man.
That is my man in my head.
I gave him to you. I gave him to you.
Okay. Last one on mine is this is funny.
We probably got the same one.
Oh no. All right, ready?
Uh-huh.
Now they steady gun popping, and I'm acting like a fool. I wish a hater would get crunk up in this crime mob crew. Now enough is enough, boy. Rough and get stuck, boy. Now enough is enough, boy. Rough and get stuck, boy. You know this one.
I do.
You know this one. Enough, boy. Rough and get stuck, boy. It rhymes with stuck. Ends with boy. You know what? All right, you got it.
I lost this one.
Knuck if you buck. Knuck if you buck.
All right,
okay.
well.
You didn't get that one.
I didn't get that one.
How do you not get Knuck if you buck? Who don't know Knuck if you buck?
I do know it. I
Okay.
just didn't. I don't know.
All right.
Oh,
Your turn.
Look at you.
Last one.
Well, I know you're going to get this one.
Uh-oh.
Extra large and extra hard. Put this pussy right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card. Hop on top, I want to ride. I do a Kegel while it's inside. Spit in your mouth, look in your eyes. This pussy is wet. Come take a dive. Should I go on?
No. I'm trying to get to the hook though in my head.
I said certified freak, 7 days a week.
Right. I know it's Cardi B, but I'm just trying to remember.
Wet ass pussy.
Yes.
Make
I
that
know
pull
it's
out
WAP,
game
Cardi.
weak. Bring a bucket and a mop.
That is my theme song for sure.
What is it? What's the song?
I said WAP.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
said Cardi
All
B.
right.
I know it's Cardi B. WAP.
Okay.
Yes.
I know that's your song.
Of course it is. Every time I wake up in the morning, that's my theme song.
You know
Anyways.
what? I can't even with you.
It is what it is. So guess what? Who won? Guess who won? Oh my God.
Oh, what are you going to get?
I'm going to get something, hopefully. You threw me something the other day. You throw me another something.
Yo, you know what? I am legit. I am a writer.
She is.
I took one for
sure.
I took one for the team.
She took one for the team.
Took one
And
for the
I am
team.
so grateful for that situation because it worked out amazingly.
I needed
for
to see the
for me.
smile on the face. Okay.
You got to see the smile on my face after.
Oh my God. Hello.
Yes. Anyways.
Took one for the team. God damn.
Yes, she did. I have to get her back for that one. Definitely. But okay. Thank you for that.
Take this.
I wish I
pain
could.
away.
I wish I could. All right, guys. So our topic for today is being okay being single. Like
You're too. Wait. You're too beautiful to be single. Why are you single? Something wrong with you?
see, that's the all-time phrase.
No one
you
would
must
ever
be
leave
crazy.
you.
You must be crazy if you're single because you're beautiful and you make your own money and blah blah blah. You must be crazy.
Yeah,
you must be something.
How about I'm just selective? How about I'm just choosing to be single?
Right. Exactly.
You can't just be hopping on anything just because he looks at you, just because he has good D, just because
You got money, you got status.
you got money.
Right.
It's only going to lead you to so far.
Right.
I just feel like we have to normalize.
Yes.
It's okay to be single. It's okay to be intentional. It's okay to choose to not follow society norms or whatever you want to call it.
So I feel like if someone's out here being single, it's okay to not feel the pressure to be in a relationship, especially as an adult. I feel like you have to be single. If you're an adult and, maybe throughout your 20s, you were in a relationship or you were in a relationship and then another relationship and then another relationship and you just never had time to be single. I think it's so important to have that time alone so you can establish your own space. You can establish your finances. You can establish some hobbies because you don't want someone who's all obsessed with you all the time. You want someone who has their own thing.
He obsessed with me.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
He obsessed with me.
As soon as they start being all up on you 24/7, you're like,
okay,
I'm going to lunch with Che. Like,
what? I can't go.
That's a no. You cannot go because I'm talking about you. So
that's so crucial,
right,
to growing.
Yes, I feel like it's so imperative to create that time alone. You have to be okay being alone. If you feel like you're sad and you're not fulfilled when you're by yourself, then that's some working that you have to do within yourself.
Right, because yes, we understand that people that you meet or people that you encounter, you have a connection with, they're going to make you happy. However, a lot of times people look for their happiness in somebody else. They don't have it within. And then so you should have time to spend by yourself, with yourself, learning who you are. Because for me, I was in a relationship at 16. I was in that for 8 years. Then I had very little time, and then I jumped into another one, and I was in that for 12 years. But it's important. So now I'm single, and I'm just enjoying me. I'm enjoying not having. There's certain things I miss, like being in a relationship, and I do want that one day. But I don't have to worry about somebody sharing my bed with somebody if I don't want to. I am okay with I don't have to worry about I got this other person I got to consider. It's almost like you're being selfish in a sense. And I think that's okay. You should be able to be selfish with,
of course,
what you want, your time, getting your thoughts together.
Right.
Because how really are you going to be in a relationship if you aren't,
if you aren't fulfilled within yourself?
Yeah.
If you are already unhappy and you're having trouble, on your own personally, you're just going to bring all that to someone else's life. And make that person's life, not to say miserable, but you're going to make it more complicated.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying every person's you're not going to be happy 24/7, but you have to be content within yourself and happy within your goals and your accomplishments and your progress. You have to be more on that side, progressing and optimistic and being, on the up and up versus having the down days. You want your up days to be way more than your down days.
Yeah.
And if you're not content, it's so important to be content on your own. If you can't have a whole 24 hours without interaction with someone, and I'm not going to say necessarily text or phone, but just in person. If you can just be alone in your own space for 24 hours and be happy, that is amazing because a lot of people can't do that.
Well, what you said was, you said fulfilled, and you have to be able to fulfill yourself. Not to say that you don't want that. You don't want that companion or that connection, that person there, that touch, to feel, secure. It's not even about that. It's really if you can't go somewhere and sit and have breakfast or lunch or dinner by yourself or a movie by yourself or just go somewhere, then it says something about what, like, do you love yourself enough to spend time with yourself? Because at the end of the day, when there's
Exactly.
nobody else there,
Yes.
you are spending time with you. You're who you have.
And that's a good point. So let's challenge our viewers. Every single one, okay?
Yeah.
Go and have breakfast or an appetizer or coffee by yourself. Don't FaceTime anyone. Don't text anyone. Okay? Enjoy that time alone.
Even
Okay.
if you are in a relationship or you have somebody,
Yes.
and say that person is home. So a friend of mine, you know, she is married and she's like, I've been married for 30 something years. She says, but I am like, my husband knows that on Fridays are my days alone. Like, even if he's in the house, like, I prefer him not to be in the house, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, she's like, that's just my time, and I don't like to deviate from that. So if his schedule changes and he wants to, you know, come home and do something with me, it's already understood that this is my day for myself. And I think that's so good, because a lot of times, just think, we're in a relationship, right?
Oh,
We
yeah.
are.
Definitely. Where's my
And we're-
ring?
Wait. Oh, guys. Oh, okay. All right. Fine. I'll tell everybody. I did get engaged over the weekend. So,
Lies.
so he did a good job, right? No, I was filming a movie, and I don't know why I put it back on. Anyway,
She knows why. 'Cause it's with me. So nobody else can talk to her. Hello. We get off topic so easy.
All right. So
You're in a relationship.
yeah, I'm
You
in a
need time on your own.
relationship, and I don't even remember what I was gonna say, but
You're talking about creating time with yourself when you're in a relationship with someone, like making sure you're spending that time creating that time on
Yeah.
your own.
I don't even
Like you
know.
both have, like
Yeah.
if you're in a relationship, you both have to have your own time alone and your own time with your friends.
Oh, like definitely.
You don't have
Oh,
to
I
be
know
up
what I was gonna
underneath
say.
each other. You don't have to.
Yeah, no. So if we're in a relationship and we're spending every single day, all day, and that can still be healthy, but every day, all day, say something, God forbid something happened to you. I am so lost because you were that person, like, I counted on every single minute of the day to, like, make me happy, to fulfill me. And not to say you're not going to grieve, but it's just different. Like, if you're with that person all the time, like, are you thinking by yourself? Like, do you even know what it is that you want? What makes up your mental process?
Right.
Like,
Right.
so I think that's a good point that you made.
For sure.
Yeah.
So as a single person, as a person in a relationship, definitely establish some time by yourself. Go and have brunch. Go and have an appetizer, tea, coffee. Go have it by yourself and see if you're okay with that. And if you're not okay with that, you got to work on being okay with it,
Yeah.
because life is very short. Things can happen in a minute.
Right.
And you may end up alone. And it could be, if you're single, you could end up alone. Like, say if you have a close relationship with your parents or a sibling, something could happen and now you're alone. You in a relationship, something could happen to your wife or your husband, and now guess what? You're alone. If you don't practice being alone and having that time, then when something devastating, God forbid it does, but if
Yeah.
something devastating does happen, it won't be such a struggle. I'm not going to say you're not going to have some sort of sadness and
Right.
possible depression because if you lost someone or someone has an injury or illness or whatever. But if someone has an illness and they're in the hospital, you're still got to go home alone.
Yeah. It's that solitude, practicing solitude. And sometimes we get lost in our thoughts during that solitude process. And other times it's necessary for our growth.
Right.
And I think that, back to the point we're making is the fact that people put this stigma on being single, that there has to be something wrong with you if you're single. If, like, what's the reason? Like, are you, like, because what I see is too perfect. You're attractive or you're handsome, like, or you're, you got everything going on for you. Like, why are you single? But
Yeah, and then people assume that because you're single, you just want to be out here being a player. Just you want to be out here with everybody.
Right? No,
and
like
that's not true either.
why can't I value my time? Why can't I have certain expectations and certain standards and be selective to where, you know what? I haven't come across anybody who has given me everything that I wanted. I haven't come across somebody who is providing that fulfillment of what I need in a partner, what I need in a man, or what a man would need in a woman. Even though, I mean, let's be honest, like, just because somebody is attractive and, what looks good to the eye does not mean that that person, like, you can't help the way you look,
Right.
So
Right.
just because you look good don't mean you
Right.
ain't crazy.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
I will say for me personally, I am having way more fun being single and having my alone time versus dating right now.
Right.
My dating situation is subpar. And that could be because I'm picking the wrong people or I'm picking the right people,
Still
but it's
making the
just
bad
the wrong
choices.
time. Or I
Always
just need
making
to
some
be
some bad choices. No.
So I am truly enjoying my alone time, and it is amazing. And I have people hitting me up like, "Oh, let's go to this, let's go to that." But I'm at home chilling, and I'm loving it.
Right. It's like, nah, I don't want to. Yeah, because I have people hit me up like, oh, you want to go out Friday, or let me see you. It's like, see me in what? Like, are you going to interrupt my internal peace right now that I have in my moment that I just want to spend with myself?
Right.
For what purpose? Like, if I don't, especially if I don't see anything between you and I, there's like a ton of people asking you out, but
Right.
like, do you see something? Is this one on the same page?
Right.
Because
I really don't want to waste my time.
That's why intentional is so important.
Exactly.
Being intentional with your
I am not
time
trying to waste my time
on
out
something
here
that you
just
know is
dating
not.
just because to date.
Well, like the beautiful Tracy Ellis Ross said.
Facts. She can have a plethora of lovers.
I can have a will of lovers.
Yes.
Like, I don't want to be in a relationship just to be in a relationship.
Right.
I don't need to be with somebody just to have somebody there every day. I gotta roll over and turn and look at you like, what? I gotta, like, it's like, for what?
Right.
I don't need that. That's not gonna fulfill me. What's gonna fulfill me is me waking up every day, me being good with who I am, me loving the person I am, having that self-worth, and know that I am of value, and anybody who I encounter in my life, they're going to see that same value.
And they're going to add to that value.
Right.
They're not going to diminish that value.
What is it called? Extra. It's your words. Extra credit.
Oh. I was like,
they're extra credit.
What did I say?
They're extra credit.
Extra credit. And I tell my, right now, more so my daughter than my son, because my daughter's more into relationships. She's in a relationship now, but she was dating and, she's older. She's an adult now. But, I said, if someone isn't adding that extra credit happiness, then they're not the one for you.
That's facts. Like, because people stay in these relationships that are not going anywhere.
Right, but they have their own ways. They have their own reasons of staying in these relationships because they're either complacent, financial reasons for the kids. They're just staying in these relationships unhealthy for both and everyone involved because financially they can't make it on their own. Or they want to see some of the, and for majority of the situations, like if the dad leaves, he don't get to see the kids as much.
Yeah.
He wants to see, some dads want to see their kids every day. I know sometimes don't care, but some do. And they're like, well, if I leave, then I'm not going to wake up to my kids in the morning every day. I'm not going to be able to put them to bed every day. I'm not going to be able to help them with their homework every day.
Which I understand, and I guess I've gone against that because, I was into relationships with kids. And so I was in a marriage, and I could have been too scared to, make moves because, I have another person who's taking care of, like, it's their dad, my husband. But I'm like, you know what? It's really, that allows you to stay in get stuck in a place in that comfort zone,
Right. And that's what I'm saying.
Even if it's uncomfortable, it allows you to get stuck in there. And I had to, like, it's like this free feeling once you do something that, you know, you're thinking about and that you want to do, and that it's like you take the shackles off and it just feels like so good and fulfilling, especially it's like now I get to know who I am.
Right.
Now I get
And
to
that
learn
could
me.
be because a lot of people get in relationships super young
Oh,
and they don't
yeah,
get to
definitely.
really find themselves yet. And I got in a relationship super young. I married young, not like crazy young, not like
Yeah.
18, 20. But in my 20s, I got married young. And I felt like if I would have waited, I would have been able to kind of grow onto myself a little bit more and made better decisions on who I chose to marry.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously that didn't work out, but 12 years later, still single, still trying to play the field. And it's not easy in these streets. It's not easy in these
It's
streets.
really not.
And I will say a lot of y'all are in open relationships and have no idea. If a lot of these pretty girls or girls, women in general, if they open up their DMs to the world, a lot of people would be caught up for sure. Caught up.
Oh, and the funny thing is like, oh, he would never do that, or oh, she would never do that. While
They
they're on
doing
the
it.
phone with you over there,
They doing it. They doing it. I
you know?
guarantee I could go on my phone and open up something and there's somebody who's married or in a relationship in my DMs like, oh, hey, you're beautiful, or can we play basketball one-on-one? No, we can't play basketball. Is your wife coming? And I said this to somebody. Somebody said, oh, can we play ball one-on-one? I said, well, is your wife going to come? He's like, oh, why you got to be like that? Why you got to bring her up? Would she be okay with you in my DMs asking if we can go play ball? Like, we don't even hang out. I don't even talk to you like that. So, like, are you serious? And then he got mad.
It just really goes to show that it does not matter what you look like. It doesn't matter how good the sex is. It doesn't matter how good of a parent you are, what value you add to somebody. People are still going to do what they want to do.
Right. Exactly.
So if somebody decides to cheat and you're a high value person, whether it's a man or woman, it ain't your issue. It's their issue. So you might as well just be in an open relationship and just go ahead and get your own little boyfriend.
Everybody should be in an open relationship at this point.
Yeah, just go do your
out
own
here.
thing. Go to the swingers club. I don't know.
I mean,
to tell
seriously.
just because if it's inevitable, well, there you go.
Right.
Okay.
So you either gotta, if you're single and you're just playing the field, and you want that true monogamous relationship, you can't go in with doubt and insecurity. Like, if that's what you want, and this is what the person's presenting to you, that they are willing to get into this monogamous relationship with you and be committed to you, you can't have doubt. You just have to run with it. Like, okay, unless they give you a reason not to trust them without you, because
I'm going to work, honey.
Searching through people's phones, I don't care how, you could be so loyal.
You're still going to catch something.
But you're going to see your significant other liked a picture. Oh, well, why you like that picture? Because he got abs or because she got a bigger ass than me. You're going to not like something on their phone.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. Don't go through your partner's phones. It is so toxic. Leave their phones alone.
Listen, you're going to find something that you don't want to see. And if that's going to change your perception on the quality of relationship that you have, is it even worth it?
Right.
Like, I don't care if my man is liking certain pictures. I do, however, care if he's in people's inboxes, would like drool and
yes.
shit like that.
That's
like,
one thing. To like a picture,
you're drooling that ass that was like that's twerking like
right is one thing. But when you're sending emojis or you're commenting something crazy, that's going too far.
Just tell me.
Going too far.
Tell me, like, if it's like where it's like you're bored with me, or it's like redundant or the same. I don't see how anybody could be bored. But you're getting the same, because I know how to,
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. We can call up a couple people right now.
I don't know what you're talking about. No. But like, if you're just so used to something, the same thing over and over, then, tell me what it is. Like, do you need to go? Listen, if I know that we're going to be in this place and this is where I want to be, and you feel the same way, like we don't plan on leaving each other, but this is what you need, then just have the conversation.
Right.
I might be okay with something.
Right.
Are you okay with it?
Exactly. I'm okay.
Oh, hell no, because these guys are not. They're never okay with it.
That is very true. So, just, getting back to just being single, just be happy in your own space. Learn to love yourself. Learn to fulfill yourself through hobbies.
Definitely.
Through making money, saving money, trying to, spend time with your family, spend time with your friends. Just, enjoy your life. And like I said, when you're out in the dating world, if somebody brings you that extra credit, then it's like, oh, it's a breath of fresh
love that
air.
extra credit.
It's a breath of fresh air. It's amazing when you have someone bring you that extra credit.
It is.
But then, unfortunately, over time, then you got to start marking points off for, things down the line that they start failing in. But, eventually, just be happy with your status.
Right.
And people don't need to be in your business. If you're single and they're like, oh, well, why are you single? Or how come you had no kids? Or, whatever. Be happy with your situation. Be content with your situation. You don't have to explain it to anyone if you don't want to. I'm single because I'm single, period. Like,
yeah.
Or if somebody asks you, you're like, that's really none of your business, but,
But even I feel like it's okay to even ask someone, like, if you're actually asking them genuinely to learn about them, or you're meeting somebody, you're like, so why are you single right now? Why do you think you're single right now?
Or what are you looking for that's,
like, that you haven't found? I'm single because I just choose to be. There hasn't been anybody that has come across and it's like, all these people, no one's come across. Yeah, because they might check this box. The sex might check out. The looks might check out. Their drive might check out. But maybe the way they treat you might not check out. Maybe they don't love on you enough. And that's okay. All right, well, that's not for me.
Right. And we discussed this before.
Being intentional.
If you're dating someone and you have your definites.
Right.
If they're not definitely doing A,
we
B,
gave
and C,
y'all that list.
Right. For sure. Check back on a couple shows. But it's like, if you're good to me, but you're not good to your kids, that's a negative. You're blocked. You're gone. Because how are you going to treat me better than you treat your kids? Your kids should be a priority.
And you may treat your kids really, really good, but then you don't know how to treat a woman or vice versa. And, so.
Yes.
I don't know.
That's true too. And has happened.
Not everything is a fit for everybody. And what someone's toxic with you could be someone else's like gem.
Right. And that's why I honestly feel there's someone for everyone. And not necessarily in an intimate relationship, but like in a partnership of life. Like I was gonna say, can I finish my sentence?
Damn,
Jesus, yes, you are.
She reeled me
my
in.
Partner
she reeled
for
me
life.
in with her like I don't know what is it, like her charisma. I already told her she's stuck with me forever. It's to be honest, we've never even. This is like a side note. We've never had an argument, but. Even if we did and had something that we disagreed on, maybe not even just an argument, something that we disagreed on, didn't see eye to eye, we're both mature enough to move past that and say, listen, this is not like, I just feel like we have such a great connection as a friendship, what we want in life, like with our friends, that we're mature enough to know, all right, whatever, we move on.
Right.
Okay.
Because and like she said, we communicate. Like if there's something that a little whatever that we agree to disagree on, but we can communicate that.
Right.
Like, this is why I feel the way I feel. Okay, I understand that's how you feel. This is how I feel.
Right.
And we were able to share opinions and then move on.
And it doesn't change the way our relationship is or how we feel about each other in general.
Right.
For
sure. So
that is something that was hard. I feel like sometimes it's hard for me because I just love everything to go so smooth.
Yes. Right.
And then so when I'm in a relationship and there's something that is like, that throws me off or doesn't go smooth, it's like I almost like shut down.
Right.
So if anybody's willing to give me therapy, there you go. That's why I'm not perfect. Okay.
Nobody's
I can turn
perfect.
the switch
Nobody's
off
perfect.
So fast.
But it is what it is. You still got to work on yourself. And even when you're like, I feel amazing as the person that I am today, but I'm still going to keep working on myself.
Right.
There's never an end point like this is the best I'm going to be. You know what I mean? This is it.
This is it. This is all you're going to get.
You guys, I'm at my 110%. No, you're constantly working on yourself. You're constantly experiencing new things. Like with this podcast, this is new to us. Like
Right.
we have a few episodes out, but we're still working on making it.
Yeah.
So individually, we're working on ourselves.
And last
then
year
together,
last year it's not like we pictured us being here now, like a
Right.
year ago.
right,
So
exactly.
you really don't know. Life is trial and error.
right, it is.
You see where you're aligning, where your path is, what, feels good to you, and just do what feels good to you.
Right.
What makes you
Exactly.
happy, what makes you thrive in life.
Right.
And then we're at that 40 plus mark. So really in your 40s, and I didn't see this back then, obviously. It's like, oh my God, I'm in the 40s. Like, how's that going to be? But really, I feel the best now that I ever have, even though I really don't know what I'm doing in life.
No, but seriously,
know?
like internally, I feel amazing.
The most sure I am about
but
myself.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And I am not going to compromise me.
Right.
But, I'm still growing in other aspects of life. As
Yeah.
a parent of a college student, as a parent of a teenage boy. These are all new things for me. So I'm still evolving as a person, and I'm still trying to make myself better. So going back on topic, being single, you're just constantly working on yourself.
Yeah.
Even if you're in a relationship, you're constantly working on yourself. You have to work on yourself for the relationship to continue to prosper. If you have kids, for those kids to prosper as well.
And don't let anybody make you feel insecure about choosing something for yourself. Being single, like it's just society and these stigmas. Like you have to be honest, like you have to be in a relationship with this kind of person, this caliber person. Like what you have a connection with, like no one else can take that from you. No one else can tell you that it's not real or that, you should try this.
Unless it's unhealthy.
Oh,
Of course, you want to always, if you have a loved one who's in an unhealthy situation, you want to always, support them, but also let them know, like, this is why this seems like there's some red flags here. Are you seeing the red flags? I'm just making sure that you're aware that this may not be the right situation based on A, B, and C. At the end of the day, they still have to make their own decision. But if you don't tell them and something bad happens, then how are you going to feel about yourself if you never say anything? And it's not about you prying in anybody's business or being in anybody's relationship. It's just about being honest and supportive to someone to prevent something from happening. Because a lot of times if you're blinded by love, you're not really seeing these red flags. And I 100% has been there in my life where I'm like, I thought I was so in love. Like anything this person do, we get through it. But then I realized like this isn't healthy for me.
They provide a feeling,
And then after you realize that, then you take action. Like, okay, this isn't really it for us. So be happy being single. Work on yourself. Take time for yourself. Go do things by yourself. And then as you continue to do those things, you're gonna have so much more fulfillment within yourself that you'll be able to offer to someone else as well. And then when you get into a relationship, you're not so overbearing. Like you're not, because when you first start meeting someone, you're dating, you feel like you want to be with each other all the time.
Yeah.
But then you realize like, I'm cool being okay by myself, even if I'm like newly dating you and I'm, I don't need to see you every day because I'm going to do my own thing.
Right.
For a little
But some
bit.
people are very clingy and they want that, but then the other person doesn't. And then I think that causes a lot of like disconnect and friction.
Right.
Because it's like, well, where are you going? What are you doing?
Right. Exactly.
Like you gotta have that balance.
Both people have to have their own hobbies and their own friends.
This is why it's okay to just be single.
Exactly.
Until you're ready to share.
So if you're single,
your time.
Have fun being single. And when I say have fun being single, it doesn't mean you're out here being effing everybody and dating 1,000 people. That's not what being single is about. And a lot of people think like, oh, you're single, you must be a player. No. I love being single.
You're not a player?
Not at all. Not at all.
Oh, you're not a player. You just crush that. No.
Basically.
I should have did that one.
So let's try these drinks. So it's a brewery right here in Westville, New Jersey. And they make their own beers. They're like flavored. And it's right down the road from here. And we're going to try it. I'm not a big
Peach crumb milkshake.
I'm not a big beer person, period. But
I used to drink beer.
I mean, I've drank beer, but it's not my go-to. You know what my go-to is.
I
We
don't
already
know.
been through that. Oh, here we go.
Trying to figure which
You know
one
what?
is it? Is it
I
Believe?
can't open it. I can't open it.
See, this is why she keeps me around. I'm the yin to her yang. Are these tops clean?
We're
Sorry.
gonna pour it in the cup anyway.
I know, but still, you know how I am.
Listen, you got to build your immune system up somehow. Put a little dirt
My
on it.
little OCD.
Rub a little dirt on it. Yes. Yes. All right. So
little
this
OCD.
one is
We got a napkin over here, guys.
Timepiece IPA
Oh.
India Pale Ale. Okay, Westville Brewery. All right, Brewery.
Who's that?
It's the place. It's the brewery. Am I saying it brewery? Am I saying it wrong? Whatever. I don't care. Y'all know what I mean, okay? Y'all know what I mean. All right, so I'm gonna taste this one.
No, I really need this. Ooh, almost flat. I don't know, guys. Like, are the bangs like?
So we both got new hairstyles.
No,
It's like we're two totally different people.
I cut bangs. I'm just hoping that I can kind of deal with it.
Yeah, taste it. Let us know what you think about our hairstyles in the comments.
If you don't like it,
Let's switch.
hold on, I'm tasting all foam. Let me see.
Oh my
I
God.
didn't pour the beer right. Just like a method to it.
Oh, okay.
Unless it's just milkshakey. That's good.
Well, it is like that. This one is the peach crumb cake milkshake.
I like mine better. But it's good though.
I have never tasted beer with like a fruity flavor.
Isn't that good?
This is actually the peach crumb
Put it in some ice cream.
cake milkshake one.
Or put ice cream in it.
Like a root beer float almost.
Yeah.
You could do that with that. Anyways.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah,
so if you guys like beer and you want to try new flavors, we'll put the information in the comment or the whatever, one of those sections. The information section.
I need something to take away this pain.
Guess what, everybody?
Why do I make the ugliest faces? You know, some people are ugly when they cry. But
Oh,
I really
yes.
make the ugliest faces.
And no, you don't. I can't stand when people be crying on the internet. Like, look at that. Like, stop. Put your phone down and go cry by yourself, or go cry to your friend.
No, I honestly, literally do make the ugliest faces. Somebody, like when I'm filming, the videographer always, or the film director. There you go. Filmmaker.
I'll say director. You say brewery.
Very, yeah. He always gets pictures. I'm like it's honestly not flattering.
Shut up. Guess what?
What time it is?
It's time.
Pull it out or stick it out.
Pull it out.
Get your
Or
tongue out.
stick it out. Anyway, we're going to pull it out.
Rainbow
Pull it out
Mix.
segment for today is, I'm going to pick it this time because I never get to pick. This is
Well,
the first time ever in life I get to pick
I never
it.
shake it. Let me shake
All
it
right,
because I don't
shake
trust
it.
you. It's like, no, go ahead.
All right.
I know. You never do get to
I know.
pull it out.
I never get to pull
You
it
just
out.
keep it in there.
I just get to stick it in. Anyway. Oh, that's
Such
empty.
a hoe.
Which one am I doing? Okay. All right, guys. Stop trying to cheat. I see you over there.
I'm just looking. It's not going to matter. You're
She
still going to
trying
pull
to
out.
cheat.
You're still pulling out what you want to pull out.
Okay.
Hey, Lord.
Oh, my God. I know you wrote this. This is your handwriting. Masturbation, yay or nay? Is this a question?
I feel like we should do a different one because everybody knows that you masturbate all day, every day.
Wait a minute. Every day? I don't masturbate every day.
all day.
To be honest with you, I actually need to take a break from the vibrator because I think it's making my pussy numb. I'm sorry, my punani.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, only people who actually do it every day, all day, need to do that.
I need to take a break. Yes, I need to take a break. I'm not gonna lie because I feel like it's gonna hinder sensation when
It's going to
I'm
hinder her
actually
next
getting it in.
husband.
because like them vibrators is the truth. It's like an earthquake. There's a lot going on. A hurricane, tornado, all that. Mother Nature is just
Wait,
kicking
hold on
in.
a second. Hold on.
All right,
So wait, because you're using the wand, you use that big wand and you put it on full force and you
Yes.
press it down so hard.
I do.
And then you use that. Look at your face. And then you use that long behind. What's his name? Tyrone.
I didn't name him Tyrone. She did.
What's his name?
I don't have a name for him.
But then you put that all the way up in there, and then it's like, I don't know. I just can't put the thing in there.
You don't like both?
No.
See, I need penetration and clitoral stimulation.
Yeah, but I need it from something real, not from. No, go ahead. You can pull it out again.
Oh.
I need something real.
I need something real too, but if I'm not getting anything real,
I don't want to do it myself. I'd rather just stick the rose
I don't
on.
want to do it myself either, but I have no choice because I have my best orgasm at A-spot penetration stimulation. So I need both. Anyway, so masturbation is a yes. I hope all y'all masturbating. If you're not masturbating, if you don't know how to come, figure it out because it's worth it.
If you don't know how to come, comment in our send a DM. Put in the comments because she will definitely come over and help you figure it out.
If you're a woman, man, you got to figure it out. Okay, this is a good one. Jamie,
I wrote this or you did? Oh God, here we go.
would you propose to a man? Would you propose to a man? You're in love. Y'all are dating. We went through the whole relationship timeline last episode. Everything is great.
We're just in love.
You're
and
in love. You're having great sex. You're going on trips. Your kids know each other. Are you proposing to this man?
First of all, if he doesn't feel the need to propose to me, then I don't want him. So, not to say that like, oh, I'm too good to propose to you, but in a sense,
I'm too good. Go ahead.
Pillow princess. But in a sense, it's like I don't want that. I want a traditional type of proposal where a man does whatever you got to do. I don't care if it's one knee, two knees on the floor, sitting, whatever. But I just want that type of traditional. So I would probably say no. I'm not proposing.
Okay.
But it's not to say I wouldn't bring up the conversation like, oh, I love you. Like, what do you think about marriage? I feel like, I mean, if you have me and you don't try, then it's like,
No, I agree. I've been married. I've been proposed to 3 times. All 3 got on one knee. All 3 had, the second one, he didn't really put too much effort into it. He just popped up.
See this gift here?
Shut up.
She is just a gift.
But I've been married once. I only accepted the 2 proposals, but the one didn't go through. The second one I said no right away, and the third one I got married, but since divorce. But if I were to get married again, I honestly, yes, the man would have to propose because that's not on my bucket list anymore. I've been there, done that. If I don't get married, I'm fine with that. But if I'm with someone and they want to marry me, then yes, they're proposing. I'm not proposing.
Yeah, I feel like you should.
But I also don't think I really don't think I want him getting down on one knee. I'd rather just be like, we're at dinner or we're with intimate friends and family. And they're like, we're on the same level. I don't necessarily like the leveling of proposing.
It's almost like they're worshiping you, like, I don't know.
And it's okay
worship
to
me
worship
at my feet. I'm okay with that.
And I'm not saying anything's wrong with
Kiss
it.
that foot too while you down there. I never knew I was into feet, guys. Or okay. Anyway.
Yes, okay.
I never knew that I wanted somebody that was into feet.
Now
until you experience it, and then it's like,
jaysfeet.com, everybody. So I just want us to be, at this point in my life, I want us to be on the same level. So if we're sitting down, if we're standing up, I just want us to be equal because we're going into this on an equal level. We're giving each other, love and affection. And through the relationship, it's not always 50-50. Sometimes it's 60-40. I'm giving more love and you're giving me something else. And then some days they're giving me 70% love and I'm giving 30% of like some sort of support in some other way,
Yeah.
shape, or form. It's never always going to be 50-50. Sometimes I'm paying more bills and they're paying a little less bills, but we're still supporting each other in other ways in the relationship.
No, I agree with that.
And vice versa. So I just think at this point in my life, I just would love if someone did propose, I just want them to be on the same level. Whether we're sitting at the table, eating dinner, whether we're standing up dancing, because I love to dance. So if we're dancing and somebody does something cute
Right.
and propose, like the whole down on the one knee, I'm over that
But
now.
just don't send her a DM and propose through her DM, please.
Oh my God, if somebody did that, please.
You know, I don't really care where you are. Like, you could be sitting, you could be laying. I don't know. Just get
At
that
this point, just get the ring. At this point, get
just
the
get
ring.
that ring.
figure something
Show
out.
me that you are a good quality, high value man.
Yes.
And that you want to be my husband. And
Right.
that means you got me. Just show me that.
Right. So that's a good one. So if you guys, are you proposing to your man? Are our viewers, are y'all proposing to your man? So
Wait, can I just say, so I saw a clip, I forget when it was, maybe a couple weeks ago, and it was a man, I feel like he was in some other country, but a man he wanted the woman to get on her knee and propose. Like, she had to propose, she had to say a certain something to him. It was just, honestly, I feel like it was very degrading, and she was like, wait, what, you want me to propose? He was like, yeah, you propose. Like, you propose. It was like very misogynistic, and it just.
I saw a clip in one wedding where the woman had to get down on her knees and literally walk on her knees to her husband. I'm not
Like, I mean,
I don't know if that's a religious thing. I don't really know, or a cultural thing.
Seriously?
But I think that just seems to me,
Yeah.
and this is just my personal opinion, because I know everybody has their own ways of believing in things and their culture, but I just don't see how is that respecting your
That ain't
significant
the time
other.
I want to get on my knees.
Yeah, that's definitely not the time I want to get on my knees. Not in front of everybody in my beautiful dress, and that don't make sense.
That would be other times when.
That'll be after the ceremony.
And before.
Anyways, so we're gonna move on to our brand blast and shout outs. So Jamie,
Okay,
take it over, baby.
Oh, that beer is kind of making me feel better already.
It had a cute little flavor.
I know. All right, so the brand blast is somebody that I've had the pleasure. I actually know a lot of people, just from like some of the community work that I do. I don't know, just me. I'm a people person, and so I've had the pleasure of meeting this woman named Des. She is so amazing. She has such a beautiful spirit. On her Instagram, her name is Flykicks, and it's FLYKICKZ. So what she does is she's an artist. She creates she creates art through sneakers. And so what she does is she collects sneakers all over the place. Primarily like at Jordans, but whatever it is, Nike. And she just creates these art. You guys just got to check it out. So it's phenomenal. I'm very proud of her. I've ordered pieces from her before. She has more than just like art pieces that you can display. So her Instagram is Flykicks. Her name is Des. Go check her stuff out. Just amazing person. Yeah.
Okay.
Love it.
So Instagram, does she have a website as well?
She does. So if you click on her link on Instagram, let me see. No. Oh, her website. Okay. So her website is I Am Flykicks, www.iamflykickz.com. Just like the effort she puts into her art is amazing. And then she also does things in her community too. She's from Trenton, or she lives in Trenton. Don't quote me if I'm wrong. But yeah, she does a lot of stuff.
Okay. So that is our brand blast, and our shout out is.
Oh, so I know we do black and brown, businesses, just because like we want to uplift, up our people and put awareness out to what we are doing in our communities. But there are going to be times when we just feel strong about a business or a person, and we want to promote them.
Exactly.
And especially we're women, so
especially women.
Yes. So I would like to shout out Her name is Steph, and on Instagram it's Steph Tattoos. It's STEPHTATTOOS _ and I guess it's like lovely tattoo. So LUVLY_TATTS. But she's a tattoo artist. She's in Mount Laurel. I believe she's been open for about 2 years now. And you know how there's sometimes when you meet people or or you cross paths with people and there's something about them that kind of like sticks out. And I feel like, you kind of, God allows you to, I guess, intertwine with people for whatever reason it is. But I think just from her work is very, very, work is very good, phenomenal.
I did see her work, and it actually is pretty
And
cool.
we've never actually met, but I know people who have gone to her, and they say that she is just an amazing person. She has lovely personality. We've DM'd, yes, that she slid in my DMs now. We DM'd, but we're gonna go to her for her tattoos.
Oh yes,
and so she doesn't know that yet, but
yes, I can't wait. I've been itching for more tattoos. I want more tattoos.
And a phenomenal woman doing something amazing.
Yes. But that tattoo artist in Miami that gave us our tattoo in Miami, she was super dope.
Yeah.
She was good, and she was professional, but she was also, she was good.
Yeah, it's like people sometimes forget what you say, but it's how you make them feel, and
definitely.
So I'm just looking forward to it.
Yes. Oh, I can't wait. So you guys will see those tattoos at some point. And then my health tip for today. So just a real quick blurb. I'm not really going to get into too much detail because we don't have a whole lot of time. But talking about STDs real quick. And I just want to mention this. So when you start, as a parent, when you're taking your 13, 14-year-olds to their annual physicals, the doctors are going to be asking your kids if they want the HPV vaccine. Mm-hmm. I had to check my child's doctor not too long ago because she was like, oh, so you want to get the HPV vaccine? And that's all she said. As a health professional, even though I explain this to my kids, not everybody knows as a parent what it is, what it means, what it does, why it's good, why it's not good. Mm-hmm. You need to explain what it is, what it's for. Why is it necessary? Is it mandatory? Is it not mandatory? You can't, as a health professional, go to a child and say, do you want this? Of course they're going to say no. They don't know. And I have explained the HPV shot vaccine to my kids, but kids have a short attention span. If they're not interested in the information, they're not going to remember it.
And they're kids. They don't understand how important certain things are for them.
Right.
That's why they come to us.
If it's not necessarily I could have talked to my child when they were 11 or 12 about it, and then now they're 13, 14, and the doctor's bringing it up. You think they're going to remember from a year or two ago? Because, and we'll get into this on another show as far as talking to your children about life and everything else. But I'm like, you need to explain to him what it is, what it means, what it stands for. You say HPV, not everybody knows what HPV is.
Right.
And if you say human papillomavirus, they don't know what that is either.
What is it?
So as health professionals, you guys need to be explaining to your patients, whether it be pediatrics or adults, the geriatric population as well. Because even so, just real quick, somebody was asking what your past medical history is to a elderly person. And they were like, oh, do you have hypertension? And they're like, no, I don't have hypertension. And then later on, they're like, oh, yeah, I have high blood pressure.
Right.
Well, high blood pressure is hypertension. People out here, just because they don't know what hypertension is, doesn't mean they're uneducated.
Right.
If I could go into a car dealership and they say you need your alternator replaced, I may not know what an alternator is. That lingo isn't registering in my head. I didn't learn it. I don't know it.
Right. Tell me what it is, what it does, what
exactly.
that means. Yeah.
So the human papillomavirus or vaccine, is for the human papillomavirus, which causes genital warts. The vaccine only covers some of the strands that cause cancer of the penis, cervix, uterus, and more, and so on. So just because you get the vaccine doesn't mean you're not going to get HPV, okay? It's just trying to help you prevent you from getting the strands that could potentially cause cancer. Could you still get cancer from an HPV? Yes. But will it prevent some strains that are the more popular strains? It could. Nothing is 100%.
Right.
But your immune system, say you get infected with HPV because you had unprotected sex with someone who was positive for HPV who may not have told you they had HPV, because that happens a lot. Your body still has an immune system that can fight off HPV. So they may have given you HPV, but your immune system, Knuck if you buck, okay?
Hey.
Said, no, get out of here. We ain't about to be infected with no genital warts. So,
I can't with her.
just so you know, okay, your immune system can still fight it and get rid of it, certain strands. But then there are strands that you will be stuck with forever, and you will get genital warts. You could get it in your mouth, in your throat. You can get it on your vagina, in your groin area.
Your
you
anus.
can get it on the labia. You can get it in the perineum area, and they can only be removed surgically, like frozen off, or you have to go to the doctor to get them removed if you do have them. So very important that you teach your children and yourself, because they give the HPV vaccine as adults now too. So if you're interested in it, ask your doctor. But these doctors and nurses need to be more informative about what these things mean, what they're for, why are we getting it, and what's the importance. And the reason why they target the 13 to 14 age group at the beginning is because that's when they start getting, sexually active at some, not all 13 and 14 year olds, but some. So they're just trying to help them prevent getting these strands that cause cancer later in life. So, your child may, and leave it up to your child. Educate your child and say, this is what it's for. This is what it's going to prevent. Even if they're not sexually active, they don't have to be sexually active to get this vaccine. But when they become sexually active, they may be able to be protected from these strands that cause the cancer. So please inform your child what it means, what it says as a parent and as a health professional. Explain in more detail and let that child make that decision for themselves. Please don't make the decision for them. And then if later on in life they say, you know what, I think I want to get it, they can still get it. It's not too late. They can still get it.
It's only up until 25?
It's like, mid-20s, mid-20s typically. But they're starting to get it approved for a little bit older now.
Oh, okay.
But typically that's the range. Because if you already have it, HPV, and you get the vaccine later, it might help against other strains. But if you already have it, it's not going to do anything with the one that you already have.
Right.
So, and it can cause the HPV, some strains can cause the genital warts, and that's it. But some can also cause cancer of the cervix, the vagina, the uterus, the shaft of the penis, and so on. So just be informative, educate each other, educate yourselves, and nurses and doctors, you got to do better at educating your pediatric patients and other patients as well. Instead of just putting it on the table. Here's your shot. Do you want it or not? That's not good enough. You gotta educate more. So that's my health tip for the day.
Okay.
And our affirmation.
I just want to tell you. So have you gone through like hard times in life?
Never.
Okay.
My life has been easy breezy, beautiful cover girl, baby.
Perfect, right? There's things that you've gone through that you kind of like question, like, am I doing something right? Am I where I should be?
Of course.
You're worthy of love.
Thank you.
Right? A lot of times people
hope
think
so.
a lot of times people think that they're not worthy, and I think a lot of our teens feel like this. They're not worthy of love because they made a mistake, because they've gone through something traumatic, because someone told them that they weren't and that they're worthless. In life we make mistakes. We trial and error, right? You have to go through things in order to grow through them. And I think that we have to get to a place where the conversation is, especially with our kids, that, listen, you're worthy of love just because you made a mistake. Things happen and you move past them. It's like, I don't know, a puppy. You have a puppy and the puppy, you chose to get that puppy and the puppy pees on the floor. Well, does that puppy still
Knuck if you buck.
That's gonna be our episode name, Knuckity Buck. But does that puppy, is it not worthy to be loved and to be like, are you just gonna throw the puppy away because they do that? You know, like kids make mistakes. People make mistakes, but you're still worthy. It's like we're gonna forever make mistakes. You know, you have to instill forgiveness in people. Show them how to forgive themselves. Because if we basically were viewed as all the mistakes we've made, then nobody would really love us. And we just
right. So yeah, definitely. And she points out children, like if a child makes a mistake, spills something, don't yell at them right away. And I'm guilty of that. Like, why you spill that? Why? Like, I jumped to conclusions a little bit, but I've realized because my son put me in check the other day. He was like, "Mom, why are you so mad?
Don't question me." No. You wonder, like, wait, why?
Why am I so mad?
I know why.
Well, she knows why.
I know why. Damn, Frankie, it's not your fault. Not your fault, baby.
Anyways, so yes, check yourself before you start jumping to conclusions.
Yeah,
Accidents happen,
right.
Mistakes happen, and at the end of the day, you want to feel loved, and you want your significant others and your people in your circle to feel loved as well.
I saw that there was a couple who were like 80s and 90s, and he read a letter that his wife cheated on him like maybe 60 years ago, and he divorced her.
Damn.
He divorced her because he couldn't handle it. But how were the other 60 years after she did that? You didn't even know.
Right.
So because she made a mistake, now she's not worthy of your love anymore?
Right.
Like, I'm sure he made mistakes before.
Right.
People make mistakes all the time.
Right. So. No, I get it. Yeah. That's crazy. I don't get that one.
Well, guys, love me, love her, love we.
Love all this.
All right, guys.
Thank you for watching. Please comment, subscribe, like, share, all that good. And every other Tuesday, no, I'm just kidding. Every other Tuesday, we drop an episode every other Tuesday. All right. So
let us know any other topics you guys want to hear.
Yes, definitely. Thank you for watching.
Ding, ding.